good day to you. Happy Hallows Eve to you all. Today we shall be baking peanut butter spider cookies. And I know what you are thinking, but I regret to inform you, there are no spiders within these cookies. I can feel your disappointment from here. What are you talking about? This is not a costume. This is how I appear. Who do you think you are? I shall begin the making of these desserts now. As we lack the fire and brimstone of Hades, I shall preheat the oven. It has begun. How to begin? We shall beat together our shortening, our peanut butter, our egg, sugar, which is somewhere over here, I imagine, brown sugar, like sugar but darker, vanilla, and milk. We shall add these one by one, being careful not to drop any, because that would be clumsy and foolish. 2 words which do not describe me. But if there were more than one clean bowl in this abode, that would be lovely. Alas, 'tis not the case. My name is of no concern to you. You need only recognize me as the one who is currently before you, baking. Why, hello, Sinfinity's mom. How are you today? It is good of you to be here. You are okay. I am very pleased to hear that you are okay. How am I? I've never looked better, you say. I've never felt better. Thank you for noticing. Burn? I do not feel burned at all. I am a most reasonable temperature at this time, despite the oven that is on. Is there something the matter with your thermostat? Perhaps you should call the fire department if you fear you are in danger of burns. Sorry, but you think... Oh, you're going to heckle me. Is that right? You're more than welcome to try. Unlike you, I do not have what you describe as emotions, and I shall not take any offense or injury to your words. As some of your kind are so fond of saying, try harder, scrubs. Now to combine. Excellent. Where is Sin? Who is Sin is a better question. I am unfamiliar with these words you speak. That creature ate him. I assure you I have consumed no human flesh today. Birthday suit? Well, as has been mentioned previously, this is not a costume. This is how I appear. So in a sense, one could say that this is how I appeared on the day of my birth, as you say. Yes, it is quite fortunate for you all that I have stepped up and assumed the mantle that this Sin is unable to today. Where were we? Yes, dry ingredients come next. As anyone who has ever made desserts should know. Flour, baking soda, salt. Hopefully I shall be able to avoid getting much flour onto my cape, because that would be obnoxious. Good Lord, it was perfect. No one ever suspected anything else. How much baking soda do we need? 1 teaspoon, yes, of course. Well, hello. How are you today?
I'm doing alright.
That is most good to hear. Very glad I am to hear that, indeed. There's an individual in this chat room by the name of Squeaks who seems to be under the impression I am wearing a costume.
No, absolutely not.
I know not what he speaks of.
That's great stuff.
He seems very confused. Excellent. Appears to be coming together quite nicely. How are we ever going to crack this case, gang? What case is there to crack? Squeaks? You still seem to be confused. Now, as this recipe is supposed to make 48 cookies, I'm going to turn to the dark art of mathematics to divine precisely, or approximately, how heavy these things should be.
Oh, you're all spooky.
Of course I am spooky. It is my nature.
Scary demon, what's in the bath? Is there a dog in there?
How should I know?
Okay, sorry.
I've been in here the whole time.
Okay, here's very close to there. Don't look at me, weirdo. Go away. I'll hit you with a coat hanger.
That is very unnecessary and violent. You act as though I cannot see you.
No, I'm trying to see where the camera. There's the camera. Ooh, okay.
Are you amused?
Yes.
So very glad to hear it. Let us see. 1369. Nice. Minus the weight of the bowl, which is 643, divided by 48. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 grams each. I can only assume that you are laughing at me being struck, which I must only say is very rude.
It was rude, yes.
I was referring to them, but yes, it was rude of you as well. I shall forgive you this once, but never again. Oh, that's right. I nearly forgot. There's yet another step to this process. Close enough. Oh, loll at night. Even better. That is a loll that I can approve of. In the interest of time and accuracy, I'm going to weigh out one of these as an estimate that is shockingly close. So as you can see, I'm now rolling these balls of peanut butter and sugar into more sugar. This part of the process may take a while. Feel free to amuse yourselves in the chat. 1 tray of balls. Stay over here. Don't fall. I will be very irate if you fall. Excellent. We have successfully constructed 2 trays of peanut buttery balls. Now, whoa, do not slide around. Unacceptable. What did I just say? These shall bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Racks upon which the cookies shall cool slightly. Now would probably be an appropriate time to open these and also mention part of what makes these spooky spiders. So here we have delicious and adorable candy eyeballs. They shall go onto these cookies in such a way as to make them appear alive. Eat leftover dough. There shall be no dough left over. All shall turn into cookies. I have been described as a Reaper-like figure before. I like to think of myself more as a phantom, but that is all right. I shall not take offense to your identification of me. Let us see how much time it remains. 5.5 minutes. Would have been nice if there was an apron or oven mitts that match my appearance for this stream. However, we will make do with what we have. I believe I have been making them too large. But whoever complained that a cookie was too large? Giant eyeless spider cookies. Though, I almost wish that I had not consumed the rest of the Reese's Pieces that were in this house. They were delicious, but they could have made suitable replacement eyes. Unfortunately, they are gone now. Peanut butter on peanut butter. What could be better? Especially considering the other component, which is yet to be revealed. Well, if you can read, actually, you know what that component is. It's written on the screen before you. Look at all this extra sugar I didn't use. And I shall get the frozen peanut butter cups. Excellent. They look done enough to me. So now we shall immediately take these frozen peanut butter cups and press them into the top of the cookies. Do you know what I have neglected to do up until this point? I have not opened up the eyes. Whoopsie. The eyes shall be opened shortly, right after. Whoa, calm down. I need a spatula for this. Tired seems to be a very common thing to be right now. I can relate. Can all of these fit on one rack? That is the question. This shall be the tiniest spider. Oh dear, get back on there. Right, let us open up this package, shall we? Allegedly, one can stick little eyes onto these while the chocolate is, quote, still soft, though I feel the chocolate is not soft at all. It was frozen after all. We will do what we can, and if the eyes fall off, sucks to be those spiders. Oh dear. Goodbye, eyeball. We barely knew ye. There goes another. Well, I'm not certain how much these will hold up to lots of movement. However, from a purely stationary aesthetic standpoint, I feel that, god damn it, I feel that they will look pretty much as they should. Also, I believe there were more eyes in this package than it led me to believe, which is a good thing. We may have enough eyes for most of them, which is better than expected. Excellent. So if we were to turn these around, you would see that they all have little eyeballs on them now. Aren't they adorable? The correct answer to that question is yes. Spiders do not necessarily have 8 eyes. Perhaps it is 1, 2 compound eyes of 4. Who can say? What do I look like to you, a scientist? If I do, you should get your eyes checked. Now these shall go into the refrigerator for somewhere in the neighborhood of 10-ish minutes so that they firm up. Place chocolate chips in the corner of a zipped sandwich bag, microwave for 20 seconds. Knead and repeat until chocolate has melted. Very well. 4 minutes remain on the second set of cookies. Excellent. Ah, yes. Consistency has become most gooey, but it is not quite there. We need to go deeper. Does burning babies help the environment? I do not believe that burning babies helps much of anything, let alone the environment. Even though I am not a scientist, I feel fairly certain that that would be the case. Therefore, I would not recommend or advocate or even condone the burning of babies. You can quote me on that. I do wonder what prompted this question, though. 'Tis a very unusual question, even for me. 1 minute remains. Part of me wonders if these could have simply been refrigerated instead of frozen. They need crunchy? The peanut butter cups? I feel the intention is more so that they do not melt too much when placed on the cookies. Oh dear. Let us not accidentally click things on the computer while we are assembling our cookies, shall we? So it appears we're only 4 short? Really? No, we're only 4 short. Excellent. You need croutons with babies? What? In what regard? Get on the spatula, thank you. Behave. Do as I say. Turn off this oven. Don't burn down the house. That would be too spooky. Dear Lord, get on the spatula. Thank you. Excellent. Now for the eyes. Always use the baby receipts from what? You always use the baby receipts from Hillary Clinton. She recommends croutons with babies. Oh, recipe. Wait. No, that says recipe. No, I can read. I definitely can read. That says recipe. Prefer stir fry with noodles? Over babies? I believe the only baby that I've eaten is a baby cow in the form of veal. 'Twas not bad. Oh dear. Croutons go in salad. That is true. Haven't seen baby salad recipes? Well, perhaps you are just looking in the wrong places. Have you ever done a Google search for baby salad? Because if not, you have definitely not tried hard enough to find them. That's like the first step you would do, I think. Ah, yes, so we will run out of eyes. Such is the way this is going to be exciting. Observe. We have 1 eye remaining. We shall have a spider cyclops. There we go. That's adorable. In fact, I could probably make a lot of these spider cyclopses simply because we don't have enough. I am going to do that. That is a brilliant idea come up with by me just now. How do you like that, Squeaks? Instead of having 8 eyes, these ones only have 1. How sad they must be. And alas, some of them will still not have any eye at all. It is time to put these in the fridge and take the other ones out. So, the last part of this process, let me get the chocolate, still feels very liquid. The last part of this process is to essentially draw legs onto all of the little spider dudes. Baby salad with carrots and cucumber. Very healthy. Well, I'm sure that part of that is true. Which part, I will allow you to decide. Use your best judgment. Once again, would not recommend eating babies. How well will I be able to do this? Probably not very well. Actually, that's not so bad. I am going to want more room for each one, though. Alright, I shall demonstrate. Observe, it is a spider cookie. This is, generally speaking, what they should look like. So if the rest of them look like trash, at least you know what one is supposed to look like. If my hand starts to cramp from this, I'm going to be irritated. It's actually turning out not so bad. The eyeless ones will say, "I cannot see, look out for me." Yes, that is true. Well, they might not speak at all. They don't have vocal cords, but you are not my father. That is correct. I have no father. I came into existence from the very ether of space and time. As of yet, I have not done any sort of tests to see how sturdy the eyes are attached to these cookies. I'd rather not do such a test, for I worry that they are not very well attached at all. And that would be big sad. In retrospect, it might have been a better idea. Spread these out just to give me more space within which to work. Some of these spiders are a little mutated. How edible are the eyes? The eyes are completely edible. They are made of sugar. Do love munching a good eye. Yes. Let me actually move this so you can better see my glorious visage. That is a very, very jacked up spider back leg, but it's fine. Oh, that one's even worse. Oh, okay. Fixed it. I crack you up? Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad to be of entertainment value to you. My two purposes are to entertain and to craft delicious, delightful, and adorable treats. Those two legs fused together. That's less than ideal. It's fine. It's fine. Nobody is perfect, least of all these spiders. You know what I'm realizing? I could turn this around. Something that a smart phantom would do. And one more, and we can finally be done with this sheet. And there you have it. Aren't they all just adorable? Delicious, spidery, chocolate, peanut butter. All except one of those things is a great, wonderful thing. I'll let you decide which one. Now, let us take the other ones out. The cyclops spiders. And the blind spiders. Well, we put these into the fridge and let their legs set. Back into the cold room for you. They are adorable? Well, I'm glad you think so. Good thing. Yes, it is a good thing Sinn isn't here if he is afraid of spiders, as you seem to imply. The question remains, are one-eyed spiders spookier than two or even eight-eyed spiders? It is the great debate which rages even to this day. Also, would these be referred to as spyclopses? Is that a witty, clever enough name? Only if you give the one-eyed spider a little pirate bandana and an eye patch. Well, that is not going to happen. These will not be pirate spiders, I regret to inform you. Then the spider is just sad, not scary? So you're saying that a spider with one eye is less scary than a spider that is also a pirate. Am I understanding that correctly? This is your assertion. My first question to you would be, how many spider pirates have you seen or met in your life? Moment of honesty, this is the best food and drink stream I ever witnessed. Oh, thank you. Yes, I was inspired to make my presence here today on account of the upcoming holiday, and I am very glad that I've done so. New plan, put eyes at the end of the legs, good God, that would be the scariest of them all. Also, I would need far more eyes than I have to do that. Also, if I were to do beholders, I would kind of want the eye stalks to be flying around, like not just drooping off the sides of the cookies. I'm not entirely sure how I would make that come to pass, but it is a good, interesting idea to think about. Perhaps if I were if my name were Betty, which it is not, I assure you, my name is of no concern to you, as stated previously, but if I were a better candy maker, perhaps I would be able to make some form of three-dimensional sugar that could stand on its own, become the candy beholder of your dreams. Not going to lie, some of these legs are just, I'm assuming that they're going where they need to be. This one here is actually missing part of its brain. Spider brain does whatever a spider brain can, which isn't much because that's just freaking spider. Spins a web, eats some bugs, gets crushed by newspapers, doesn't like hugs. Watch out, here comes the spider brain. Betty Spooker, no. Allow my trial and error to be your benefit. Oh dear, that was almost a leg. Alright, this one has a broken leg. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Alright, now for the ones with no eyes. Do I even need to put legs on the ones with no eyes at all? Yes, of course I do. Dedicated to my craft I am. In fact, maybe I'll do some dark chocolate eyeballs. Everyone gets some kind of eye today. There we go. All done. More or less. Love you loads, man. You make me smile. Oh, right back at you. Let us take the other ones out of the fridge now, because they should be pretty much done. Oh God, that could have been disastrous, but it was not. It was fine. Everything was fine. There's no need to be alarmed. Oh dear. Wonderful. Now, we can display and show off. Actually, aim at the right direction. The completed peanut butter spider cookies. And here they are, in all of their bug-eyed glory. Don't you just want to eat and or be friends with all of them? I sure know I do. Most wonderful and excellent. Thank you for joining me as I make my presence known to you. I do not know when I shall see you again, but it is worth betting that perhaps a year from now you may see me again. Until then, I hope someone else shall entertain and feed you, but I'm not sure who that would be. I bid you farewell, and until next time, boo.